Anyways, it's been a couple weeks. 4th of June was the last one, apparently.
Welcome back to the original.
We've had a hard reset.
Serotonin Sundays setup. How are you feeling?
Feeling real good.
He's feeling real good.
Episode, is it? I didn't actually even check.
I think
it is
we said
24.
we were going to check and we didn't.
I want to say it's 24. Couldn't be. See, honestly, who cares? No one cares.
Who cares?
We've done our solo episodes.
Yes.
We've done mine's. I'll admit it, mine's slacked a bit.
I don't think I enjoyed yours. Mine's
No,
just
but I'm talking
better.
about views wise. Yours kind of topped mine a bit. I think it's more sympathy views you got, but
Sympathy. Well, you got 6 likes. I got 11, so that's nearly double the amount of likes.
I've been sick though.
So it's not really. So it was funny when you did yours and you were all like, "Yeah, I think I'm just done randomly. Like it's the Jamie show, this, that." It's just not, though, is it?
It is a bit.
It's not.
It's quality, not quantity. But you didn't tell me you made fake accounts to like them.
I didn't.
You can see your YouTube accounts. Emily Tora 1, Emily Tora 2, Emily Tora 3. Emily's the best. Number 4.
That's
Emily's
me.
the greatest. Number 5. Fair
The
enough.
greatest.
So how's your month been since? What have you done since your week off?
What have I done since my week off? Well, obviously we explained it in the update video. I am cutting. So I have literally just been working.
See, that's how you know I was the
What?
chosen one. You got me a light on me.
Jesus.
Jesus is looking upon me. I think it's actually compost to try and grow some back.
Compost. We'll put a wee bit.
I look well tan, but I don't know if it's because I've got a big top.
You look so tan. I said that to you the other day. Because your
I
head
look well
looked
shit,
tan
I know.
yesterday. Your head looked burnt yesterday.
Wow. Why you never told me about that?
What?
Get them eyes. I
My
reckon you could
eyes
actually-
aren't any good either.
Oh, yeah,
It's
you
better
look-
than the last
that's
video.
what I
You
was
like
saying.
been punched.
Yeah, I didn't look great that Friday.
Do you know what I think it's funny, right? This is just a random side note. How like when you become really good friends with people, you can just be really honest. Because Jamie came out to me in the gym. I've actually held him to this since he done it. And I was in my own wee world. I think I was sad. I don't know what was going on. I was vibing. I think I had the 18s. I was feeling strong as fuck. Jamie comes round, puts something in my face, and I was like, what is he putting in my face? Turn round and he's like, whoa, you look like shit. I was like, what?
You look like you hadn't slept
He was
in
like, you look
weeks.
fucked, like, what's wrong, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And I had went out the night before and not drank, like I went sober, came
No,
home.
I was convinced you get pissed at
I was
me.
in my bed for like 11 and he's like, you look fucked, like, you look like shit. And I literally just said that, I was like, did I look better than the other day? And he was like, oh, well better, you look terrible that day.
This other day. So for I turned out, I was like, your eyes were just pure black. I was like, wow, you must have stayed awake through the whole night.
Wow, you do not look
Wow, you
very
don't be
well.
looking good. I've had a tough weekend.
You do not look good. And then, because that made me think, Jamie texted me the other day about that podcast and he was like, I look like I've been punched in the face. And I never thought anything of it, and then I looked and I was like, you do
Yeah,
have
but
one black eye in
I
that
didn't look
video.
real good. I'm going to say it was the lighting as well.
See, I just own that I look like shit. You have to blame something else.
It has to be an easy way out. I didn't get bad or anything. I wasn't fighting anyone.
Anyway, oh no, I hate that word. Anyways, yeah, my weeks have been fine. I just went to work. Life's just normal. I'm trying to, I've told you this, I'm trying to better my life. I'm trying to make the steps to be a better toad.
Human.
Yeah. And I booked a tattoo.
Yeah,
Woo!
a proper one this time.
A bit like it's not big. It's not like as big as yours.
Bigger.
But they're bigger. It's
bigger than a
actually
smile.
2. It's 2. So I go to Manchester soon for that.
What is it you're getting again?
2 cherubs, 2 angels.
Where? Try to show off the guns.
Or here. I can't decide yet. And I can't decide if I want them together or separate.
Well,
but
yeah,
that's
I
a
think,
big
do you want to
today.
see them or do you not?
I think I want to see them. I just don't know. I don't know. It's weird that something like that is so bigged up that like you have to have this like meaning. You have to think. Do you know what I mean?
I don't really think you do.
Tattoos have to be this big thing.
That's getting nothing meaning, it's just an eye. Looks cool, but
I just got like a pure spasm in my neck. What about you?
Real good. Honestly. See, since my holiday, life's been real good.
That's good.
I've been very lazy in social media and all that, but life has been good.
Honestly, he's got one job and he's just not really doing it.
Not one job. It's not even my job. Honestly, see when it comes to the Serotonin Sundays, see the social media aspect, just at me. Because it's actually me that does it.
That's true. Well, I did it last night.
That's true, you did put up a story, well done.
I've been getting better. That
was real good.
Listen to him. Saying he's acting as if he's doing the most.
Yeah, it was good. The week's been good, back at work.
Oh, so I've PT'd Jamie for 2 years.
Oh goodness me.
For 2 years.
Check
right?
this one out, guys.
And we were actually, we weren't
Guys,
even
check
really
this out.
friends at the start, but obviously we're
Listen
friends
up.
now. And you would think, you know, you wouldn't take it as seriously as if you're with your friend. Obviously we don't in sessions, it's probably not as serious as with your other clients. But
No, every session's the same.
so I booked my session. There was obviously a miscommunication because I didn't show up for my session. 8 o'clock rolled around on Tuesday, 8 AM. I thought it was PM, and I get a text, "Are you dead, mate?"
8 o'clock, are you good for your session? 15:15, no answer. Are you actually alive?
and then in our friend chat, "She must be dead, mate," because she's not answering me. Snake. And then I woke up at about 20
Yeah,
past.
you want to know the maddest thing? I didn't even start recording for Spotify.
Oh no, you
So it's
do
a
this
YouTube special
every
only.
time.
It's a YouTube special
I swear
only.
it's not been on Spotify for like a month.
Ah, it's fine.
It's all okay.
It's all okay.
Anyways, what about your month? Tell me more.
It's been a
Tell me
good month.
more.
What did I do? When was it we get back?
We got back.
Two
We
and a
went
bit
back
weeks
to work
ago.
the 12th, I think.
2 weeks ago. Life's been good. Been living in the gym. Just been living in the gym, really.
Just the gym.
Just honestly,
Just living in the gym.
living in the gym.
Honestly, it's a good life.
I'm back in my social media. I'm cutting now as of today.
Today.
So I've got my protein shake that you see me
It's
slopping on.
Most chocolate protein
I had
shake.
some eggs this morning, a wee bit of toast.
Oh, nice. I didn't think you ate eggs.
Yeah, I like egg. I like scrambled eggs.
There's some things I think that's just not a Jamie food, and eggs are one of them.
Yeah, I like egg.
Cheese.
Sometimes, but I can't eat too much. I can only ever eat like 1 or 2 at a time because I don't like the texture. And I don't like it when I get cold. I don't like it when I get pure cold egg. Still cold.
Cold egg.
Definitely not cold in this heat. Oh, the weather's been manic.
Oh, it's been nice, but
I
I'm
can't
working
sleep.
half
I
it.
woke up last night, maybe like 20 minutes into my sleep, and my pillow was soaking. My head was pure sweating. And I was like,
Look at
oh
me,
my
because your
god.
scalp was red raw yesterday.
How?
Literally looked at your brother and I was like, he's got a warm head. His head is well warm.
So I drink I keep the eggs. Took the egg on that and just scrambled up my skull.
Mum.
Save the money for the electricity. Trust on my
Electricity.
kick up my head. Electricity.
Oh, Jesus. Are you ready to get cracked on then? That's an egg joke.
That was egg. You ready to get cracked?
I went into my work yesterday.
That was excellent.
In one of these moods, and my manager looked at me and he was like, "Go need to stop all that," and I was buckled
Why is
myself
the camera
in the
sliding
corner.
more towards me then?
You're the chosen one.
Yeah, if you say so.
Life is in your favour. It's definitely not on fucking mine, I'll tell you that for free. Right. Talk us through the protein shake. What's in it apart from chocolate?
It's on my neck.
How did you do that?
It's just all chocolate. I'm a chocolate man.
It's the most chocolate.
It's got half of a cup of chocolate milk. You can make it non milk if you want, but I just, it's good.
chocolate milk.
I've got 2 scoops of protein powder, chocolate, and about 2 tablespoons of 2 teaspoons of chocolate sauce.
Nice.
It's a good life. It's actually a lot of sugar,
It's a
to be
joke,
honest. It's a wee
yeah.
bit diabetic,
Diabetic
but
man.
listen, it's all about balance. And you have to have balance.
Balance.
It's all about balance. What about you? What
about
did you even ask me?
Are you ready to start?
Oh yeah, let's get cracking. You go first and see
I
you do much.
refuse to believe I'm not.
Come on then.
Sorry? Okay. So, my first one is basically this week. One, on my day off, I went to Edinburgh. Why are you laughing?
Just because I feel like I've not done this in so long.
I went to Edinburgh with my family, like my mum and my auntie and my little cousin. And like me and my little cousin were sitting talking, we're 10 years apart by the way. And we were sitting talking about just like life and like general, and I just felt like it was really funny because we're so different ages. Like it's hilarious. And we went into Hollister because I had seen this sports bra that I liked, and I was like, we're going to Hollister. And I had to explain to her that when we were younger, like taking a Hollister bag to PE was like the thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so like, what's that for you? And she was like, we just put it in, like, it's not like that. Like, you just buy a separate bag.
Like a Gucci bag.
Yeah, like, and I was like, right, okay. And then I like sprayed the Hollister spray, and I was like, this is what everyone used to have at school. And she just like wouldn't believe me. She was like, that's so weird. Like, why was that ever a thing?
The Hollister bag or the JD bag for PE.
Yeah.
And you get the guys with it slung over the back of their bag as well.
Because that's what I think. I was like, this is not a question, it's just a conversation topic. But I was like, and then I watched a podcast the other day and it was talking about how like when they were younger they used to have two separate things, like a phone and then something that played music. So did you ever have like a Walkman or anything?
A Walkman? No.
Yeah, like the one you put the CD in. I had a pink one.
Oh yeah, the one you like put in, you close it over and it like spins round. I think I did. I can't remember what it would look like, but I remember having, what are they called? I had an iPod Shuffle.
I had an iPod Shuffle.
And then I got an iPod Nano, I think, and then just like a normal iPod. But I had some USB device thing you used to have to plug into stuff, and it would be like loads of music on it that you couldn't choose. You just had to press play. And it would
Do you not remember as well when, I don't know if we're obviously a wee bit different in ages. Do you not remember when you used to like voice record a song so you could have it on your phone?
You had to Bluetooth it to people.
I had Rockstar by Nickelback as
I had that. I remember the one that nobody could get was Supernova. I remember I was pretending my father had it. He was like, no, my sister really wants it. I was like, pay up. Hashtag cussle.
My sister really wants it. Not today.
I didn't even have it. I was just winding everyone up.
Oh, and it was just shit like that. Like I was just thinking, I was like, life is so different now. Like I remember going into, I had an Abercrombie and Fitch bag, and I remember I went to school with it. Obviously, it had a topless guy in it, and I went to a Catholic school, and I got it taken off me.
Do you know, just before you switch, do you think it's bad how now, like if you hear a song and you know like two lyrics for it, you type it in and it comes up. Whereas before, if you knew a song you didn't hear exactly what it's called, you just wouldn't find it.
You can literally like Shazam it on Snapchat and all that as well. It's actually mental.
That's mad.
And then you were talking about BBM and all that the other day. I never went through that phase. I never did the BBM thing.
Madness. You just do ping people and all that.
I did MSN.
See, I never done MSN. I had MSN, but I had no friends.
Same as now then.
I just, used to message myself and give myself a good laugh.
Oh.
That's funny.
That was it, it was just a random.
I seen a photo the other day. I see the one I put in the chat, and it was like the old songs for like whatever year it was. Let me tell you, music's bad now.
It's just, well, that's what you listen to now anyway.
I know. Anyway. No, but it's the song for Kerry Hilson that knocks you down. It was like number 12 or something. I was like, hey, get it up a bit. Shuffle that up.
I never actually, I saw it, but I didn't properly look at it.
Go and look at it and we'll rate the songs. I can't believe it. I think music's just not the same anymore. I don't really listen to radio music as much, but...
Number one's Beat Again.
No,
this was a UK chart, like that's 100%.
We can rock with that one, that can stay.
Number 2 is Evacuate the Dance Floor.
Cascada,
good. I Got a Feeling, Black Eyed Peas.
Yep, that reminds me of hall parties. When you're in primary school. Playing musical chairs.
Paparazzi, Lady Gaga, I don't really rate that.
I like
When Love Takes Over, that's a good one.
I know that one.
Poppy Holla, I've never heard of that.
Like, it's funny how they're all like pure like, I don't even like pop songs, like you can sing them, but now it's like pure dance music all the time.
Diamond Rings, Chipmunk, that's a banger. Knock You Down.
I've never heard that. I've slacked a wee bit there. Maybe
Battlefield, Jordan Sparks.
Yeah, like that.
What else? Oh, Bonkers, Dizzy Rascal. That reminds me of high school. Number 1, Tingy Strider. That's a Jamie song.
That's the most Jamie.
That's a Jamie song.
Love a bit of TC.
They're good. They are good. There's a few in there that I wasn't sure of. That's why I didn't even bring to the table.
Kerry Hilson, you didn't even say that.
I mean,
knocks you down.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's
It's
just
a
standard.
very good one.
But we were just, honestly, and when I was talking to her, she was just kind of like, I don't really know what you're saying to me. And she was like, oh, when I go on nights out, I can use your ID. And I was like, I will be
10 years difference.
27. There is no way that is happening.
You never know. I reckon bitches don't really care as long as you've got something in similarity.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, why not? But 27's a bit mad.
Why not? All our pals are like 18.
Yeah.
She's 27.
Yeah, that's when it gets sticky. When like the pals are actually of age, and you're just maybe 10 years older, but you look younger.
Tragic.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like I don't know if I've asked any of these.
How hard is it to not say that?
Not deliberately. What do you think about the butterfly effect?
What's that? When everything happens for a reason?
Like millions of wee small decisions make something happen.
I think I agree with it.
Would you agree with it? So it's obviously I think.
I think. But then that goes into the whole everything happens for a reason kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I've actually been thinking about this a lot recently. Does it actually though?
I think it does.
I
think stuff happens.
see you making that decision. Why? It's not. I agree with it, and I think it does. It is real, right? But why? I'm such an inquisitive person, and I always think,
the world's a simulation.
Why?
Let me tell you.
So, say the butterfly effect. So, was I supposed to meet our friend Scott to meet you to do this?
To lose weight, to do the podcast.
Was there a reason I met you, or did I just meet you because that's it? Is there a reason we're doing this?
Lost 4 stone, mate.
What's next?
That's a pretty good reason to meet me.
What?
You're welcome. I'd say that I've done you pretty solid there.
I've put weight back on, didn't I? So
£4. Well, better just give up. Well,
I know. Well, I need
take
an
a lot of
excuse.
convincing.
Yeah, but and I'm not meaning this anything on you, but did I need to meet him to be able to meet you, or could I have found a different PT somewhere else and lost? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, lost more.
Or would I, if I didn't know him, would I not have even thought of that?
Do you know what I mean? Right, because I only started speaking to Scott, obviously we're talking about. I only started speaking to him in English one day because I made a stupid voice and I just said a few stupid words, right? What? Yeah. I said the word chocolate in a few stupid voice, right? And I didn't speak in school at all. I imagine I just went, nah, I'm not saying that, and just none of my life.
But it's weird because you probably didn't even think about saying it, because knowing you probably just said it.
No, but that was old Jamie. I probably thought about it for about 20 minutes before I said it. Yeah, overthinking it. Nah, this could be a bit bad. Whereas now I'm just...
Fuck it, I'll go for it.
I was saying that song yesterday, I was like, I'm just the pure idiot. I just talk shite.
The most.
It's funny, but...
But I do think that it is a real thing.
Yeah. Because when you think about so much things that have to happen in a sequence for something like that, an outcome, it's just mental. What made you get a job in Glen?
I lived next to my brother worked here before me.
Imagine your brother didn't work there, or if he did work, he was like, oh, that's shit, don't apply. Or something like that. Just a wee thing.
I literally was so close to not doing it, and then I remember I was just like, oh fuck it, because I didn't live here. I lived in Gala at the time, and I used to travel home for it. And I was like, oh, I'll just do it. It's easy money kind of thing. And then I did it.
It's nuts. Crazy times.
Because I was thinking that the other day. See, everything that does happen, this week as well has been one of the weeks where it's just been tiny little things have all happened to me in the 1 week. Probably about 3 weeks actually this has been happening. Just random little pieces of shit every day. And you think...
I see a doctor about that.
Your pattern is terrible.
I know.
And you think, why? Why? And that's not me being a victim, that's just me thinking...
But then I think...
realistically, why is that happening?
I think things can happen, you think, well, I've not seen why it happens, and instantly. But then maybe a few years down the line, you think, oh, that's why that happened.
Do you ever think as well when, something happens, why did that... This is going to sound so weird. I'm trying to think it in a weird way. Say you were late for something, right? Or say I missed PT. Obviously I missed PT the other day. Do you think there was a reason why I missed it? Other than sleep, man? Do you think that there's a bigger reason?
Broke your ankle again.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
You'd
And
have
what if
crashed.
I had went to it? Maybe I'd crashed on the way there, or maybe
I thought you fucking did.
maybe I went and we would fell out, or maybe I went and I don't know, I would have felt shit that day, so it was better that I
Bubbling
didn't
up
go. What?
Bubbling off again. Maybe I'd have started crying.
Honestly, the support from my PT is horrific.
Maybe
when
I would have
cry.
started crying.
Maybe.
Isn't it just like, was it the deadlifts?
Literally. Is it the deadlifts? And I'm like, no, I.
You started, I just it was so funny. You just started lunging, tears started. I was like, was it the deadlifts?
Boys can't actually really handle birds crying. I've noticed this.
I mean, it's more just the fact you're in the middle of the gym for no reason
I was
started
crying
bubbling.
at my work the other day. My manager was like, "Do you want to take a minute?" It's like,
Take an hour.
I mean, I'm fine.
What would you do if I started crying? I don't think you'd know how to
No, I
handle
would.
How?
Because mate, I'm a crier.
Yeah,
I know
but
how
you've
to
not
handle-
seen me crying.
I think I'd just be like,
You're ugly
"Are
crying.
you okay? Like, what's wrong? Do you want to speak about it? Do you want to do something?" See, I'm actually quite good at people crying.
Yeah, you get plenty
Whether
of-
you're
you get
just
plenty of
you're
experience.
just like, was it the deadlifts? No, it wasn't the
Well,
deadlift.
there's weirder places. There's not much other weird places you can cry. Literally, I had a PT session with a few reps into it, I said, started bubbling up. Green for me.
Wasn't feeling
Is
very
it the
well.
deadlifts?
And then he was like, I mean, there's no need to cry because you were deadlifting 60. Like 60 is good. I was like, it's not about the deadlifts. No, but like 60 is
Oh,
really
do you
good.
know what's
You'll
even
get
funnier
better.
than that? Is the day you done the hip thrust and you failed something and you just were fucking raging. I was like, oh Christ, here we go again. I'm a therapist.
Therapist, my ass. You literally don't do anything apart from go, you're well fucked off. And then he was standing, he was going, don't start crying again.
No,
Don't- I
that's
was
therapy.
like, I'm not crying. He was like, why are you crying? Like, why are you raging? Why are you getting raging? And I was like, I'm not. So you know, the more he was at, the more I was getting raging. And he was like, you're going to start crying again or something. You're just going to start crying. I was like, Jamie, get to fuck
Oh, she's greeting again.
right now.
No, that's funny. Well, that's down to the master.
Well, that goes on to mine, right? Do you believe in like manifestation? Or do you think that you have to actually put actions into course for something to happen? Or do you think that if you say like, I'm going to get that job, like I am going to get that job, you're going to get it. I'm going to marry this person,
think it's
like
a
I
good way
will
to
marry
think.
this person.
I think it's a good way to think. Because I think if you're like, I don't know if I'll get it, and you're going to have doubt in yourself.
So I
And
think
it
it's like
comes
a
off, but-
confidence thing.
Yeah, depending what it is, but like if you do stuff without confidence, you can see it so easily. Whereas I think if you fake it, even if you're not confident, if you fake it, then like if you got in a job interview and you think this is, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're like going confidently, as if you know what you're doing, it's more than likely. You find like that's like for my job, like I wouldn't say it's manifestation, but just like the confidence aspect. Like for going for the job, I didn't really even want it, so I was like, well, whatever happens, I don't care, because
Yeah.
like, if he offers it, I'm probably not going to take it, and if I get rejected, then I didn't want it anyway. So, just think it's your mindset of the things.
So you don't think you have to put any effort into
Well, you do
something?
have to put effort. Like, I still put in effort.
So say you were like, I really want this car. It's a really nice shiny car and I want it.
But then you need
You
to work
can't
for it.
just get the car without the money,
Yeah, you
because
need
you've
to
not got
work
the money
for
for
it.
the car, you need to work for it. But because you're saying that you're going to get this car, is the world then putting things into play for you to be able to get it? Maybe they're getting you a new job with more money. Maybe it's allowing you, I don't know, an offer to say, like, do you think things happen because you're radiating this into the world that you want it?
I don't know.
That's
About the whole
intense,
manifestation thing. I think if you believe in it, then it's more likely to happen. But if you don't believe in yourself or what you're wanting, then I don't think so.
I think that's a big thing, believing in yourself. I think it's quite hard.
Yeah.
I think confidence and believing it. I've figured that recently. I have zero confidence.
You definitely have a lot more than what you used to have, but
Yeah, 100%. I'm a wing it kind of bird.
same.
Riotous.
Chicken wing.
Chicken wing.
I was going to say something and I can't remember. No, I think like your confidence, self-belief, like dips, but like it comes in like waves. Like some
Yeah.
days you'll feel good, some days you'll feel shit. But
I would just love to be that to be a bird that's just like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go up and speak to someone. I'm not gonna care. I'm just gonna do this. I'd love to be that person, and maybe one day I will be.
But like, what is the worst that can happen? Like, I'm the same. Like,
no.
yeah, but that. No, but do you think that's mental? That
Oh, I
stops you?
hate rejection. It's disgusting.
But do you not think that's like a mad thing? Like, the only reason you wouldn't ever do it is because they'll be like, oh, maybe no.
Yeah.
Just because no, then it's just like pure. Then it's real.
But I remember, like, see, when I literally was struggling with my mental health quite a few years ago, and I like was going through all this stuff. I remember, like, I went to speak to someone, and they basically said that, like, today's day and age, like, basically your anxiety comes from like fight or flight. Like, so fight or flight is like, obviously if you're going to fight it or if you're going to flight it. But see, like, that now is like embarrassment. Like, that's what most people feel, is embarrassing themselves. So that's where most anxiety comes from, is the fact that, like, am I going to embarrass myself doing this? Like, am I going to look bad to other people? Like, will I be rejected? Like, will people think I'm weird? And that's what, like, modern day, whether it used to be like tigers and bears and stuff for cavemen, but now it's like
tigers and bears.
Now it's
oh
like,
my!
Now it's like being told no at a bar when you're trying to speak to someone.
I think it's mental.
It is. It's crazy. Cause, like,
I see if everyone just was honest and just didn't.
But I think it's because you're more scared. Like, not me, like, not everyone, but just like when I think about it, you're more scared of like the aftermath of it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, who are they telling? Like, will everyone find out? Like, will everyone look at me weird? Like, does everyone think I'm a weirdo? Like,
but then, like, in your head, like, I don't know. It's like not as if have you ever heard about it? Like, has anyone ever spoke to them? Like, I don't know.
There's a handful of things that you'd hear from, like, people.
Yeah.
But you really think, but then that's the thing as well, because is that an ego? Like, you thinking that you're that important that people will speak about you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is that then self-confidence? Because you're thinking, oh, if I embarrass myself, they're going to tell everyone. No one gives a fuck.
Ego. Yeah.
Like, no one literally gives a fuck.
I think it's more just like, if you like the person, you ask them, they say no, it's like, oh, that's it, reality now. Like,
yeah,
that's it.
But then you know, so
exactly.
you can move on.
Exactly. You know what the future holds.
You do. But, like, I still don't think I can do it.
Not yet. When do you just have a splurge of fuckiness?
Like, I can feel it bubbling inside me. Like, I can feel a big, massive, I want to be a bit of a riot for a while.
See, I reckon since, like, high school, I've been such a, like, fuck it, if I want to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really think about it too much.
I'd say,
just in a lot,
you are quite good for that.
And just, like, a lot of stuff. But
and then you'll just be like, oh, I did this the other day, and I'm like, oh, right. Fair enough, Jamie,
in high school, I feel like I had quite a lot of regrets with stuff. So then I'm just like, well, fuck it, because if I don't do something, I'll hate myself for it in the future.
Yeah.
So, like, whatever happens, happens.
You can't know an outcome if you don't try.
I know a song about that.
Sing it?
No, because I can't think about the lyrics in my head. It's a JLS song. One shot. There you are. Go play JLS.
If you never know, you'll never try. No, wait. If you never try, you'll never know.
No.
Yeah. Unsure.
You'll never know unless you try. Only regrets sitting wondering. I wouldn't reminisce right now. I can't wait for JLS to come on too.
Go by when love's on the line.
Is that different songs like that?
No! Mate, I've seen them so many times. See this?
That is a good dance move.
Do you know what's... Oh, I don't want to go back to clubs because I don't want to see Jamie dance.
Honestly. My dance moves are
seriously,
elite.
It is all this. He's giving it the most with this fella. Beat again, like,
I don't actually do that, but I've not done it, but I definitely will be whipping that out now.
He could literally be an extra and Beat Again, the music video. 100%.
You know what I mean? You'd replace Nash and Marigold.
You can, he's the man.
Fair enough. Okay, you're up.
I just did one.
Nah, it was a lead on mine, so you have to do
mine was mine.
No, it was a lead on a butterfly effect, and you asked about manifestation.
So the thing is, you think you manifest things in your life, because I'm just curious.
I don't think manifest, I just think, fucking just do it.
So see, when
if
you
want
said,
something, go and get it.
I want this, you don't believe that that's why.
What, manifest? What, so
like, you'd be like,
because in my head
I am going to get this job. Like, I'm getting the job. I'm getting the car. Like, I am getting a dog. I'm getting a dog.
But I wasn't a manifest, I was like, I'm actually getting a dog. Like if it doesn't pop
And
it,
like
I know
because
it,
you
I'm
put
buying
it into the world, do you think now that's why you have beer?
Maybe. If you believe manifestation, it works for you. Do you know what?
Do you believe in affirmations?
What is this like? I'm going to have a good day today.
Yeah. No.
I mean, if it wakes up and you're positive about it, then yeah, same thing it goes. I think it's literally
And
just
it's
the way your
mindset,
mindset
isn't it?
is.
It's mindset.
Yeah, because I was like, there's sometimes
Just looked at the camera there, man.
there's sometimes I have like, I feel like every month I always have like a few days that are like not as good. So I feel like it's always when I start thinking about it, I'm like, I'm probably due one of those days soon, and I start thinking about stuff here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But then do you think you then make yourself into that? Like you work yourself into thinking because you're like, oh, I'm due it, and then you're like, oh, here it comes. That's like listening to, because I saw a thing yesterday. Oh.
She just taking that sentence out of context. That's just.
I don't even know what I said, but
Just move on.
okay. And I saw a thing, and it was like, do you think the music you listen to influences how you act as a person?
No, because I listen to some mad stuff.
That's what because see on the drive here I was thinking about it, right, and I was like, you listen to things with like gangs and that,
Yeah.
you're like,
It's
shotguns
like,
and
it's
stuff,
like Eminem and like all that stuff, and then
being the baddest man, and then it's Jamie like this.
yeah, it's like songs about. I mean, like just in general, like drugs and guns and
Yeah.
killing people and that, but it's like would never do any of
Boxing
it.
alone.
I think it just sounds alright. I think a lot of the songs, the lyrics are so bad, but it's just like the
Because I was listening to like,
background noise.
obviously I love a sad song, and then I was like, no wonder I'm sad. Listening to songs like that.
I think we've said this so many times, but there's nothing better than listening to a sad song when you feel like shit.
Honestly, see recently, and I love them in the gym now.
Can we
Oh,
take
I
a quick
love
second
it.
to appreciate BTS? They've released
Yeah.
two new songs.
Junior songs.
What was the one called? Butter?
Butter.
Yeah.
Butter, I think we spoke about Butter before.
I don't know if I could
The
get
other
into
one
Butter.
we're not really sure on.
I don't mind it. I like starting to get a bit of.
I've not really
I think
invested
all
my
three
time
of them
in
can
it.
agree on me.
I feel like the last one's not as good. Rating, Dynamite, Butter, the last one.
Yeah.
I was somewhere the other day, public place, and Dynamite was on, and I thought,
That just takes me
feel
back
good.
to 2020.
it's the best year
What
of
a
our
time.
lives.
What a time, honestly. Fucking hilarious.
I wish we got to dance in a
was
club.
mental. See, actually, thing about 2020, that is mental. What a fucking year.
It's
What a
not even
nuts year.
finished yet. We were supposed
I mean,
to go
it is,
to
it's
Ibiza together when we weren't
You're a
even that.
fucking idiot, mate. It's
No, but I mean
2021.
Corona.
I'm not talking about just Corona, I'm just talking about life in general
We
for
were
2020.
oh, it was, yeah.
Nuts.
We were supposed to go to Ibiza together when we weren't even that pally.
Yeah.
That would have been weird.
That would have been funny. I know. Imagine the hand, that's butterfly
Hopefully
effect.
we'll be able
But
to
maybe
go
they
to
didn't go to
Ibiza.
that for a reason.
Yeah, maybe.
that fell out
Maybe
with
you were never actually meant to go.
Yeah. Maybe I probably will never
You'll
go.
never go. And I think that's why, because really if you went last year then obviously you would have went, and then but now you're just not going anyway, so it's really not really different.
Anyways.
Oh, I can't wait to go. Anyway. Is it you? It's you.
No, it's me. Yeah, it's you. Sorry.
No, it's me. No, it's you.
Okay, another one that kind of the same vision boards.
I like vision boards. I like vision boards. One, I made a vision board
I think that's maybe why I put it on this.
in
'Cause
20.
that was ages ago you said that.
I made one in 20. I've spoke about it, I'm sure. I made one, was it 2019 or 2020? I think it was 2019 when I first started PT with Jamie. And when I obviously was of a bigger size, I didn't know how to say that. Which there is nothing wrong with, by the way. I just wasn't happy. My body wanted to change, etc., etc. Started PT, and I was well into PT by like September, October. I'd lost like a decent amount of weight, and I wanted. It must have been August time, because my friend's 21st was in September, and I really wanted an old poly dress. And old poly dresses did not fit me at all. Like I just couldn't wear them. They were just too small, no matter what size I bought. And on my vision board was graduating with a 2-1, which I did. Money, which I eventually started getting with my small business, etc. And that old poly dress, which I have now had to sell on Depop because it's too big for me.
Yeah, but like that.
So, I do believe that they're real.
I don't have a vision board.
I don't anymore, and I naturally need to make a new one. But I used to look at it. It was on my wall as soon as I woke up across my bed in my room in Galashiels, and every day I would wake up and look at it.
Yeah. Do you know, I don't know if this is like the same thing, but see how, like, I don't know if it's to do with manifestation stuff as well, but like putting stuff out into the world.
Yeah.
Like, so like the other day, I mean, it's not like the same, but I was saying I'm going to put that video about pull-ups up. See, if I didn't put that, I'd probably have left it another week. But see, because I said it and I kind of made myself, I was like...
Yeah, you have to hold yourself. Well, that's more like accountability, isn't it? And that's why I have my wee silly fitness count, is because it holds me accountable, and it's like a hobby. I enjoy it. So it's something to... But then that, like, I think the vision boards are a bit more like, it's just something to keep you on track. It's accountability as well, because you can see it every day. You wake up and you see it.
Yeah, it's like,
and you're like, it's like a reminder. So you're like, okay, that's what I wanted. Shit. Okay, well, I better work towards it. You're lying in your bed during the day, and you're like, oh, I can't be arsed doing anything. Yeah. Okay, here's 3 things I need to do.
I think it's important to have goals, but to keep you working towards something. Because if you're not working towards it, what's the point in doing? Like, you won't have any reason to do stuff.
100%, and that's what I feel like I was lacking for a while. I was like, I have no drive, I have no nothing, like there's nothing. I'm coasting in my job, I was coasting in the gym, I was eating shit, I wasn't actually thingy, and I'm like, I'm nowhere near what I want to do, so let's get it in action. I wanted a tattoo, but I hadn't booked any, I hadn't really did anything about it.
Yeah, see, after you get a tattoo, I bet you feel like £1 million. You feel like you want to start doing the most.
Well, that's the thing, because it's in Manchester.
I've actually got trying to do the most, and I can't remember why I wrote it down.
Wait, I think I've got that.
I can't remember why I wrote it down.
Because you do the most.
Definitely don't.
Yeah, so I'm obviously going to Manchester for the day, but I was like, do I go in the morning or do I go the night before? And I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm going to go and have just cut about myself for a few days.
Done in Manchester.
My mum's like, that's a bit sad, but I'm like, I don't know if it's kind of freeing.
Change of scenery?
Yeah, I'm into this thing. I know, well, I need to see what the script is with that, if I can get it or not, but I know I've got the Friday for the tattoo regardless. But I would need to get the train at 5:30 in the morning to be there for 9, and my tattoo's at 10.
What does it get there? 4 hours to take? It's not the worst. It's still quite long, but I think just get a flight.
Can you get a flight to Manchester?
I assume so.
I don't know, I'll need to look into that.
And this is not an airport, I don't know, I'm not up to clue with airports.
But yes, vision boards, I'm into them.
Yeah, I think it's good. Next. Oh, I've got a quote. I've got a quote actually, I forgot to put this, so. You ready for this? This is like an absolute wisdom quote. I can't remember I seen it again, I wrote it down ages ago. It says, you can't wait for life to not be hard to be happy.
I like that.
I like that. I can't remember I wrote it down, there was a reason for it, I seen it somewhere and I thought that's good, and they were talking about it. But
I actually really like that. Can't wait for life not to be hard.
To be happy.
That's like the quotes that are like, change isn't supposed to be comfortable.
Wow.
It's like you can't be comfortable and be changing.
Yeah, it's out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
I think it's true.
The most quote man.
Because I think like when this big things happen in your life that are either extremely shit or extremely good, that's like when you change the most.
Yeah. It's how you handle things. I think it's how you handle situations and
make you or break you. How
you handle the people around you and like your entire life within a situation like that, if you get what I mean. Like when things start to change. Yeah, I like that.
Well, that's my quote for the day. You can't wait for life not to be hard to be happy.
Because life's never going to be not hard.
And if life's easy, you're doing something wrong.
I honestly think there's always going to be a hard point in life, and it's how you handle it and how you put your energy into the world.
Yep.
You know?
You know? Well, you're up next. Get cracking.
Do you know, see that podcast you watch, that Chucky Online?
Yeah, oh, he's hilarious.
See the girls that he does one with? You know he does them with sometimes with 3 girls?
Yeah, the kind of...
I didn't know that...
religious ones?
Yeah. I didn't know they had their own podcast.
Yeah, they've all got their own.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's big as well.
And they talk about all that stuff.
Yeah, and I literally found it last night and I was like, I'm well off the podcast game recently. See, since lockdown's been whatever, I'm not walking with a podcasting anymore.
Anyone that likes podcasts, watch. I think the actual name of the podcast is called Halfcast Podcast.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's by a guy called Chucky Online. And there's like the funniest episodes, like what's the worst thing you've done during a breakup? It is
I was reading
in fact,
some of
I think
them.
I'll try and put it in the description of the YouTube video, and it's just the funniest thing ever. It's just so typical.
Some of them are hilarious. Like the guy's he's very logical. Like he's a very
He's
smart man.
He
He
can
is a
put
very
words
smart man.
What's it called? Is it illiterate? Like
No, illiterate's illiterate's me when you can't.
Oh, right, okay, he's not that then. It's like he says what he has to say so well, like puts that across so yeah.
And he's so like, you can tell there's so much like thought that's went behind it.
It's just so funny. I've watched it myself like 2 or 3 times, it's just that funny, and I've watched it with Scott, and we're both just sitting laughing, pissing ourselves at the same thing. It's just so funny. It's like he was saying he went to this like do you know the Dan guy?
Yeah.
So that guy, he broke up with his girlfriend and he went to go meet her dad to like just speak to him, whatever. And he started boxing him and that, just like fighting him. It's just hilarious. It's just you have got to watch. I think it's like an hour or something, but it's so worth it.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's hilarious.
There was one time I was watching, like I was flicking through last night because they had one, and basically they were like, I think this was actually 2 other girls' ones. It was like, do you think the expectations hinder relationships?
I was watching a podcast yesterday that was about that. Like it's like social media and that, because it's I think it was the reason divorce rates are so high is because you've literally got apps like Tinder, like Hinge, so it's like if you have an argument with your girlfriend or whatever, you can literally go, I'm going to go see, because you've got access to it, but I guess, and they're saying that's like just pure ruins.
This girl was basically saying that like when she's looking for a boyfriend, like she's got all these things that she wants from them, like, and she's like, I want someone that like likes going out, but then like likes staying in, but also like he'll be caring and gentle, but like give me everything I need. Like it was so, and she was like, and cause I've got this big massive stacked up list, whenever someone comes into my life that's like relatively off the list, I can't even like consider them. So do you think you have high expectations in terms of dating?
Honestly, I don't.
What you're looking for?
I think there's like some key things, but I'm quite easy with other things. Like I'm not going to go to a list again because I've said it before. But there's like, I'm actually not too fussy with that. I think I need to be like initially attracted to them, and then like if they've got a good personality, then I can get along with them fine. And then there'll be probably some things I'll be like.
Yeah, but that's part of growing with someone, I think, and like
no one's going to be perfect, because I know for a fact that's what I was watching as well. Like, because you look in the mirror and you think, I'm not happy with everything about yourself, so like you can't expect the other person to be perfect.
No,
and
100%.
You just have to, like, and then but if there's stuff that bothers you, just need to like say.
But you don't think it's weird that like you can look in the mirror at yourself or like things in your personality and pick flaws, but that could be someone else's favourite thing about you, and you would just never know. I think it's wild. It's such a like, I hate to sound like my mum says I keep sounding like a hippie recently because I keep saying I'm going on a spiritual journey.
Fuck's sake, Russell Brand here.
But
a spiritual journey.
Do you not think that like that's just the wildest thing? Like that you will never know that people's favourite thing about you is what you can hate most about yourself. So people will find beauty in your hatred, which is crazy. And that's like such a weird and wonderful part of life, I think.
It's a weird and wonderful part of life.
Peace and love, folks.
I don't know, like you can actually hate something about yourself, and it could be like the best thing ever for someone
100%. And like, because that's what I'll say sometimes. Like, I'm like, I hate the way I am, the way that like I constantly drain myself for other people. But my mum's like, that's what I love, is that you're such a caring person. Like, a lot of people aren't like that, so you've got to think of it like that. You know, and I wouldn't want to be anyone else. I
feel that's the same as me. Like when I like people that I like just like friendships, whatever. Like I'd feel like I do so much for them, but I just feel like
until
give
they
them
cry,
my best
you can't
effort.
really.
Yeah, until they cry, no, fuck that. No, like I feel like I just do as much as I can to like keep them happy and stuff like that.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my main like. And then, do you think that like it would ever hinder you from dating someone if something wasn't on your do you know what I mean? Do you think
as
you
long as there's not hundreds,
unless it was like they've killed someone or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then there's an issue.
Because as we've said before, expectations.
Yeah, I can't.
No expectations.
No disappointment.
No disappointment. Disappointment. Expectations, really. Because you can just build something up in your head and it's not even true.
Yeah.
And I'm the world's worst for that shit. 11/11. How weird's that?
Wow.
Every day. Why are you laughing? It's every day.
Fair enough, it does go to 11/11.
I'm getting it tattooed on me. I don't care what anyone says.
See, the first thing you first mentioned, I thought every time I looked at the clock it was 11:11. Every time I seen it.
Mate, see it without even thinking, and I'm not even lying. Every day I do it.
Do you think it's why you've probably done it for ages, but it's now because you're thinking about it?
That's what my mum said. My mum's like, you're looking for it. I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, I look at the clock and I see it, and I swear it stays like that for ages, and I'm like...
It stays like that for a whole minute?
That's just... Honestly, it's wild to me.
But
why?
I think as soon as you start thinking about stuff and you notice it more, like if I said to you, there's hundreds of yellow cars now, you'd go and you'd be like, fuck, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one.
No, don't believe it.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's literally a fact.
No.
Well, that's like, now that I've got short hair, you said I've never noticed how much people have got
that
short hair.
That is so true. I've never noticed how many like bald people there is in the world.
I'm not bald yet. I get peach fuzz.
I've never noticed how many people have that haircut until recently because Jamie got it.
Do you know that was ages ago? When was that? Just March? That's almost 4 months I've had this. I forgot what it feels like to touch a fringe.
Well, you're never gonna again, are you?
I can grow if I want to.
Yeah, I feel like Jesus is looking at you.
Yeah, I feel like it. Was it me or you?
It's you.
Okay. So I've wrote down as well, which kind of relates to the last one, is obsessing over knowing how you don't want to feel over than how you want to feel.
Oh wow.
So you get obsessed with I don't want to feel this. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to look like this. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to do this. Rather than being like I want to look like this. I want to do this. So
well, that's like if you look
like a negative mindset.
You're like, oh, I'm like me. I'm like, oh, I'm so fat. I can't be asked to be fat anymore. Blah blah blah. Like, what are you doing about it then?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's like when I suppose it's the same in a relationship? Like, I never want to go back to something like that. I never want to do that.
Yeah, but then you kind of look at like I never want to be that again. Or you can say, oh, next I wanted to be like this. I want to be like that.
And then you can be proactive in what you want next, rather than what you wanted in the past.
So that's like if you're saying that you want to lose weight, you could either be there sitting like, oh, what is it? Yeah, I don't want to feel like this. Like, I don't want to feel sluggish, overweight, fat, unconfident. But you could be like, well, I want to go and feel confident.
Yeah,
feel mobile.
I want to be able to wear this. I want to be able to enjoy my life. I want to be able to
go up the stairs without dying.
Yeah, I want to be able to tie my. I really struggled to tie my shoelaces when I first started losing weight. But
still
I think
do, mate.
I think sometimes it takes something else, and I think I don't even know if I've said this before. Like it actually took me. I used to be like that, and I still am. I do have a negative mindset. Like it's one of my worst qualities. Like my mum says that like everything I see in things, I will always have I'm not gonna get that, I don't know about this, I don't know about that. And I remember being like, I was literally sitting at McDonald's with my friends and I was like, I'm so sick of being fat, like I'm so sick of this, I'm so sick of that. And he literally looked me dead in the eye and he went, so what are you gonna do about it then? Like, if you keep saying that, then what are you actually, like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go to the gym? Like, are you gonna start eating right? Like, what, only you can change it, so like, what are you doing? And I was a bit like, oh. Because usually you look for somebody to be like, no, you're not fat.
I like I get epiphany.
And then, obviously, from there, I met Jamie, I did the most, and that's it.
Did the most.
And then it's the same with like a job thing as well. I don't want to be here, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. So, fucking change it then.
When's the last time you had an epiphany?
I'd say recently. I'd say I've had quite a big epiphany recently.
I like an epiphany.
That I'm restructuring my life now. I'm on a spiritual journey.
I feel like it's so good. You just sit down, so I'm just collecting like fuck it.
Yeah.
Like it's class.
When was the last time you had an epiphany?
Probably yesterday, in the gym.
Yesterday. What about?
I don't know. I just felt kind of like shitty in the gym. Just didn't want to be there, and then just I don't know. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I love the gym.
This is the best place.
It wasn't even like a pure massive life change one, obviously, but it was just I felt pure shit and just didn't want to be in the gym. Pure like I was doing hip thrusts, I was just lying there in the fucking machine. I was like, this is so bad. And then like got halfway through and I was like, nah, fuck it, I feel good, I'm ready
Yeah.
to go. It's not like a massive epiphany, but
But then it's like something, isn't it? That I
Yeah.
remember after, obviously, that week off in Edinburgh, I remember, I think it was maybe like the Wednesday, Thursday.
just the week you get
Thursday.
after going back to work.
Yeah. I literally was like, right, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. You're not doing the most, so let's do the most right now. Let's be proactive.
Always trying to do the most.
So I just feel like sometimes you're just not really living your life to what you could live it to. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I saw this thing and it was like, you only actually do this once.
Yeah.
Like, this is once. So why are you not putting the effort in?
This is meant to be like the best, like you're meant to look your best these years of your life, like between like whatever 18 and 25.
I know, I always get scared of that because
I
obviously
think I've peaked. I've peaked.
I want to go to Ibiza. I don't know if you don't, but go to Ibiza.
You can't even see me in this fucking camera anymore.
And I want to wear the certain stuff. I want to do the most. And I'm like, am I too old for this now?
Nah.
Am I too old? I'm going to be 24 wearing like what I want to wear. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to look back when I'm like 50 and be like,
Who cares? You enjoyed
what
it while
was
you were there.
Exactly. And I
That's like saying don't get
can't
tattoos
wait.
because when you're older they're not going to look good.
Do it for now.
Do it for now. You never know if you'll live until you're 50. You could die next week.
You could. And if you're enjoying your life now, fuck it, who cares?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Who actually cares? Be free.
Literally.
Why is that like that?
I'm a man of God now. I'm on a spiritual journey. Alhamdulillah.
Mate, maybe that's what it is and I'm not lying. Maybe it's my energy.
Oh, shut
The
up.
God.
She thinks she's a god. Oh no, she thinks she's a goddess.
Doing the most.
Drink Adam and Eve are real.
Well, I'm Catholic, yeah.
That's mad. I just think it's mental. Like, yeah,
Well,
that's
they're
a
a
different
lesson,
discussion.
aren't they?
That's a different
Whether they're
discussion.
actually real or if they're metaphorical figures that are meant to tell us something more. I think we don't discuss religion a lot
No, I'm
in our
not doing
friendship
that.
because there's
I'm
just
not
no
talking
point.
about I'll just talk about it on the podcast because I don't really know much about it. I'm quite ignorant towards all that religion, so I don't know what I'm talking about. 'Cause
There's so
I'm not
many
religious.
Well, see, when I was looking at topics, 'cause I was like, I don't know. It's weird because you like force yourself to look at topics because you think, I don't know if I'm going to think of anything here. This is quite hard. And then see on the drive here, I thought of most of them.
Yeah.
But I literally spent about 40 minutes last night before I went to sleep, which was already late, trying to get topics.
If you get any more.
My last one goes into this. We have a large debate about this in our friendship group, quite a lot actually. Do you actually genuinely think in your soul of souls that it is easier for birds to date than guys?
What do you mean date as in get in the initial?
Anything. It could mean anything.
I think you'll find females get a lot more attention. I think females get a lot more attention from guys rather than girls giving attention.
But do you think it's certain females? Do you think it's females that are good looking? Do you think?
In average, I think girls get the first move to them from the guy. But
So can you show me who does that? Cause
but you'll get like the extremes. You have had.
I haven't.
Do you want my name?
No.
So you have had attention. It's not the attention you want, but that's like most people. But and then unless you're like extremely good looking, another like in both scales. Like if you're an extremely good looking guy, you're gonna get hella messages. And so I've not. I don't get them. And then like the same way like girls, but like if you're extremely good, you're gonna get probably even more.
But then messages are messages. Is there any action in messages?
Well, if the message can turn into action. Or if, like, in person, I think, like, sadly, I think females get harassed more than like guys. Just like in everything, like going out in town, just even like the gym.
Yeah.
Like I feel so bad for girls in the gym. Like they just get fucking harassed.
It is.
And I've noticed that a lot more the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Massively.
It is. It's
fucking
not
mental,
good.
and I just don't get it at all. Like what? Oh man. There's just certain people as well. I just think, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like the same as guys. Like,
I think it's 50-50. I think it's not really easier.
No, because when's the last time you seen a guy getting harassed, like, out in town?
But
from,
you just
like, a
don't
group of
really.
girls?
I feel like it's not as obvious. Because I don't meet, like, I've been out with my pals and been like, oh my god, he's so good looking. But
No,
I've just.
well, you better watch you not harassing him.
No.
But you think it, you're not doing anything, but you're not making a move to him. Like, whereas.
No.
If
But then I know birds that would do it.
Yeah, big, yeah.
I know birds that would go up and just be like, oh my, like, how are you? Like,
But that's not
would.
like harassment, but that's.
No.
But I'm talking about like a good looking girl and a night is going to get harassed.
No, 100%.
And they're going to get like stupid comments made to them. Whereas if it's like a good looking guy, a girl will probably just speak to them as like normal.
Yeah.
For the most part, you obviously get some people that are a bit.
But then that's thinking the point in the other direction. So it's maybe easier for them to get attention, but not to get what they want.
Yeah.
Which is probably someone that's half decent.
Yeah.
And actually nice to them, and we'll give them the time of day, rather than.
I think that's what we were saying the other day. Me and Scott, like, I can't remember what I was about to say. I've just had a mind blank. Yeah, like a good person that's actually nice and that's going to treat them well is so rare to just them getting attention off. Like,
yeah. And I think that's half of my point is like, I think quite a lot of people get overlooked because of like they're not seen as stereotypically pretty.
Yeah. I think once you get to know someone, you can become better.
Yeah, 100%. But we live in a world that is so superficial that has to be initially attracted and has to tick all these boxes.
Because you get so much access to like you can literally go on Insta. I could literally sit here and message anyone in the world I want just now.
It's
like
so
Instagram.
bad, and you're like.
But in a way, it's good because you might never be able to speak to that person.
Yeah,
without it.
True.
But then at the
you
same
maybe
time,
wouldn't have
it's
met
like
them.
It's like a.
But then at the same
double-edged sword.
time, and then it then goes into so many different points to like, do you believe that there's levels of who you should go for and who you shouldn't go for based on your personal thing? But we'll save that
But
for
then that's
another
what
day.
you're saying, like your imperfections could be someone's favourite thing.
Exactly, that's true.
It's a mad world.
It is. That was quite insightful, actually. I feel like we got a lot there.
Shoot your shot and then hope for the best. To be honest.
Maybe one day I will do that. Until then, I'm going to just sit back.
Start your spiritual journey. Maybe you'll get a message today off a lovely man, a strapping young man. Take you out for a nice meal. What a guy!
I would actually I was thinking this the other day, although I'm on a spiritual journey and all that. I think I want to date again. You know, I went through this spurt last time.
Yeah.
I just think it would be fun.
So how are you going to do it?
Well, I've deleted my dating apps. My dating apps are deleted again. They're not healthy. I feel like just looking at someone and not actually knowing them, and then it's the same dead chat, and you're like, this is just superficial and fake, and I would just want to meet someone organically.
Yeah. I just think they're good.
I just don't know where you meet people. I really don't. In your 20s, anywhere.
Anyways. Literally anywhere.
No, it's
gym, shops, going a walk, beach.
I go a lot of walks. I go beach. I go to the gym every day. Honestly.
Except from.
But then I was saying this to my friend last night, right? Oh, it's going to
even been in this anymore. I can't even see.
It's going to go on to so many different topics, but basically, my main thing was. Obviously, I've been single my whole life. There's obviously a reason for it.
Not confident in yourself for about 20 years.
I've either not shooted man, whatever. Shot my shot, or whatever it is. And I've just not been confident enough, and maybe I've missed people, maybe I've missed things, or that there's a reason that I've not been with anyone is because I'm not ready to be with anyone.
Think about how much people you think are good looking and you don't do anything about it, and they could probably be thinking the same. It's mental. It's absolutely mental.
It's mental.
It's absolutely mental. I think you should just go for it.
Shut up! Honestly, I cannot deal with you recently. I've had enough.
Just go for it.
Someone help me.
Well, realistically, why not?
Because I'm not doing it. Because it would not work. It's not going to work.
See, that's that negative mindset that you've got. It's just not really getting you much places, is it? It's not doing you much.
Honestly, someone needs to open my window in this car for his fucking ego.
What's nothing to do with my ego? I don't have an ego, mate. Oh, that's a nice car. She's got a positive mindset, I bet.
She's got a great mindset. She's got a vision board for that
She's
brief.
got a fucking vision board. She has affirmations every morning.
She's definitely writing in a journal.
Yeah.
110.
Yeah, fuck it, a check.
Oh,
In
Jesus.
a fat checkbook. Anyways, that's probably us done now. Anyways.
How many times have we said that? Well, it's good to be back.
That was good. That was a good one.
That was a good one. I had fun. I enjoyed myself there.
And now that you've watched this one, we put the other podcast in the description, and you can go watch that one now as well.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
It's a good one.
That'd be a
I've
good
not seen it,
bedtime
but-
one.
A good bedtime
A
one.
good bedtime one to listen to for
A wee
laugh.
Saturday night chills.
Yeah.
Well, and if you don't work I work.
Sunday
so.
night. That's about on Sunday.
Oh yeah, Sunday. Sunday night chills before your big week ahead. Anyway, enjoy. Do the most. Like, subscribe, follow, share with your friends.
Have a laugh, smile.
Smile.
Tell us
Listen to us talk actual shit.
I mean, no one comments, so I don't know.
no
Still say
one
this.
literally does anything.
Or messages on Instagram. I don't know what to
Yeah,
message
let us know your thoughts, feelings. If anyone's ever felt the same, you know. I got quite a lot of nice messages from the last one, so I really appreciate that. I really do, and hopefully it can be a space where we talk about stuff like that a bit more.
People enjoyed my comment about my mum. I had messages about that. Oh, you're so nice. I was like, yeah. Yes, I am.
Cumbernaulds nicest man.
Yes, I am.
I feel like half of this I'm just shouting, but it's good vibes. I feel happy. I think it's 'cause it's sunny.
Yeah, I've got a bit of glimmer in my head.
Time to gym. Are you going gym?
Later. I'm going home to look after Bear for a wee bit. He's on steroids.
He's on the roids.
He's on steroids.
What's wrong with him now?
He's been biting his paw. He's itching like mad. So we have to do that. He's getting me scabs and he's got a bald patch on his side. I'm really starting to look like Dad.
Oh shit.
So he's getting steroids, he's on his special diet. Man's been through the water. Did you see my story last night? I'm running.
He was so
Hilarious.
funny.
He loves it. And I slept out in the garden the other night with him as well. What a time to
Did
be
he
alive.
sleep better?
In the garden, yeah. When he sleeps inside, he doesn't sleep. But if he does, he has to have someone there. Fucking loves attention. Anyway, that's us done.
Yes,
Before
and
this
we
keeps
will
going
see
for another
you
hour.
in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah, probably. Maybe earlier if they have time, or if this one does well, you know. If it hits.
Yeah, if it does well.
This one does well, let us know. That's what you can message us, one a week or one every bi-weekly.
Yes, let us know and we will see you real soon.
Oh. Bye.
Indicating bye.